Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's awesome. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Toledo's offense will go on the attack first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rockets will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right read.
Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quick strike complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Foster. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's awesome. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Complete in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and
he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score. Pitt 14, Toledo 0. Return runs out of it.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Bring in the heat. That's reeled in. It's high. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
To the air on first down. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Foster. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Rasmussen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers.
And he takes it in. in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets. The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The give on the inside. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Fires the pass, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The RPO, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. Oh, what a catch. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Grabbed in the middle. It's awesome. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Rockets come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden.
Touchdown, Toledo! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busting coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 21 over Temple. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
He'll do it himself. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. Here's the pressure. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. That's caught. It's high. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's awesome. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hauls it in. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rockets decide to punt it away.
13 in punt formation to kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights. That brings him to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some...
Oh, and the ball's out on the return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Rockets will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need.
Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that one will give them the lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Tight end now in motion. He's looking to pass. And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's high. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to...
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to...
Turning it on! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Rockets are rolling down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Rasmussen. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Pulls it in. It's Rasmussen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They booted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open like on that last play. Just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there, back on the field. Back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. The option look. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's awesome. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary underneath.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. And he loses the football. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that always stings for the offense. They are raring and ready to go. Got the chin strap buckled, ready to go try to get some points, ready to execute. Your guy puts it on the ground, deflation. You got to walk back to the sidelines. All right, defense, I need another stop.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Rides to back and leaves it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Under fire. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Leaves it with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rockets line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's high. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Rockets in the hurry-up.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's awesome. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's awesome. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. Touchdown, Rockets! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McBride. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 1st down from the 30. Unloads quickly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's got him. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.